Disney or just loves anything Mickey, or wait till you see some of the other fun designs that we're having that are going to be coming up. It's a perfect time to be shopping. And you know, I mentioned that BAUBLEBAR in general is known for their classic pieces. So we're going to tell you the story about how BAUBLEBAR actually even came to be. But this is brand new, and I know it's also one of their top sellers. They do a lot of the classic looks in BAUBLEBAR at fashion jewelry pricing. So this is your classic, highly reflective herringbone that is always just beautiful. I always call it a halo around the neck. It's going to bring you the most light upwards than any other design. This particular necklace is 15.5 inches in length, and I want to mention in the back here, let me show this to you. You have a Lobsterclaw clasp, nice little end caps, and then you have a full 3-inch extender. So you can go from 15.5 inches, 16, 17, 18.5 inches, so you can adjust it to whatever's most comfortable for you. So there it is in the beautiful necklace, coming in at about 1/4 of an inch in width. You can imagine in solid gold how expensive something like that would be. And then we have the matching bracelet that is also available for you, and that will also have an extension in the back, so it's a 5 inches in length, and then you have a full 2-inch extender. So it's perfect. Again, if you're not exactly sure of your wrist size or someone else's wrist size, it's nice to have that option. So pieces like this would easily be into the hundreds, especially the necklace into the thousands in real gold. So it's wonderful to have that look at $42. And then also the flex payments that are available for you, free shipping and handling, and all BAUBLEBAR. And if we could, Shannon, let's talk about how BAUBLEBAR even originally got started, because I think this really ties in perfect with the classics that they bring to us.
Totally, and you're so right. If you bought something like this in solid gold, it would cost a fortune, and that's really how BAUBLEBAR came to be. Amy and Daniela, they met in their first job outside of college, found out that they were born on the exact same day, became fast friends, and decided to start shopping together on their lunch breaks. And as they were shopping, they started talking about, you know, there's costume jewelry, and then there's fine jewelry, and costume jewelry doesn't look good after a few wears or a few months, and fine jewelry costs a fortune. There's got to be an option in the middle where it's really good quality. It's not the price point of fine jewelry, but it's going to last. It can even be passed down from generation to generation. So that was the inception of BAUBLEBAR, and that was 10 years ago. And like we said before, now they've had over 50 billion media hits. They're kind of a phenomenon because they are that beautiful midpoint of jewelry that's really good quality and is going to last. So you know, with this herringbone, it's not a huge, crazy price point, but it's going to last. It has that quality look. It lays flat. We call this necklace at BAUBLEBAR, we call it the foundation of your layering game. So you can absolutely wear it by itself. It's very simple and elegant, slinky snake chain. But also, if you use this as a foundation and layer around it, have a neck party, it is awesome.
It really is, and the color, Shannon, that's the other thing. You'd see how consistent the color is. I love some of these shots too, from each of these designs, whether it's the piece of necklace, that's that beaded necklace, one of their #1 top sellers. There's one of their initial pendants, and this is what they say, layering is like their motif, right? In BAUBLEBAR, it's what I did with the
we say
with the
more is more and less is a bore.
Less is a bore. Our good friend Iris Apfel would say the exact same thing. It was always heard, but she lived by, and Iris is 100 years old, and she's just a style maven, and I couldn't agree more. So whether it's just as a classic look as we're showing here. Angela, can you tell me, what are the flex payments on this? I'm just curious. Okay, so 3 flex payments on the necklace. That's gonna be $14 to get it home. And then the bracelet's actually available on 4 flex payments, so that would be $8, and we'll ship that right out to you. I know the bracelet is where we're most limited. You can see what Sonia did. I should have taken this. I didn't realize I need to have another bracelet on, because I have our 2 cuff bracelets on. I have all, by the way, the Pisa initial bracelets that we showed you at the top of the hour, they're flying out the door. Under $30 today, I mean, you're $28. And this is the other piece of style with the little Mickey. You can see accent on it, which is so adorable. We've had that in the past. That's also been a customer favorite. But yes, if I wanted to layer our, you know, Gia herringbone bracelet right in with this mix, it would work beautifully. Shannon, I know they love to name their pieces, and that's kind of fun too, right? Because they're naming it after their employees, correct?
Yeah, isn't that fun? So
Yeah.
every year on someone's birthday, they get a piece of jewelry named after them on the Bobble Bar team. So every piece of jewelry, this Gia herringbone is actually named after an employee. Every product we have, it's kind of a fun thing. We even have an earring later that is named after one of our founders, Amy, which is one of my favorite pair of earrings. So it's a kind of a fun thing that Bobble Bar does.
Yes,
I
those.
did also want to tell you, Lynn, be really mindful. This is such a great quality necklace, but we got to be really careful that we don't bend this. It will compromise the quality. So if you're going to get this and bring it home, just make sure that you don't bend it like when you're packing it in your suitcase or something, because you really want to maintain that quality. So just wanted to give a heads up about
That's a
that.
great point, because that's what herringbones, I
Yeah.
mean, because they are, again, they have lots of, they're very fluid. You can see almost snake-like, but yes, you don't want to bend it because that's going to kink it. So you want to just make sure that when you're not wearing it, you lay it flat or you hang it up on a necklace ring, so that way it's always perfect and it's always flawless every time you reach for it. By the way, I love this ring. It's our little stack ring that's going to be coming up that works back again perfectly with all of these pieces. So that's what Bobble Bar is. It's that in-between. So for instance, in solid gold, a classic herringbone, especially in the necklace, when you look at that size, that's 1/4 of an inch in width. I mean, we sell gold here, and we know, gold and silver prices are really at an all-time high. So something like this in solid gold would be thousands of dollars. That's that in-between look that the gals knew was missing out in the jewelry world. You could get the hi-fi jewelry pieces, you could get the costume fashion pieces, but there wasn't, that quality wouldn't sustain, and they wanted to find that in between, correct, Shannon? That's how they came up with the
Absolutely.
Bobble Bar. They do fun little fashion styles, but then they're also, their top sellers, which I love, is the classic pieces, like the herringbones, like the Bennett
Yeah.
necklace, right? Those are their #1 that people go to because they want to get that simple look, the look of real, and be able to switch it out with other styles. Because here's the thing, a lot of times when you make an investment, for instance, in a gold herringbone or a bracelet like this, it's that piece that you're gonna wear every single day because you spent a fortune on it, right? Where here, it's at a fashion jewelry price, so if one day Sonia wants to wear the herringbone, and then the next day she wants to switch it up with the Bennett, but it looks like she's wearing a gorgeous diamond tennis necklace with the pendant, she's able to do that and build that wardrobe of gorgeous, fine jewelry looks at a fraction of price that nobody would know. That's why Bobble Bar is so incredibly popular. And you find it, the celebrities write in about it all the time, don't they, Shannon? You see them
Oh, yeah.
in all the magazines. It is a big, big deal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, we've had over 50 billion media hits, so that's quite substantial. And if you go to our Instagram, you will see all the celebrities that are wearing them. I can't name drop, but yeah, I think that you really bring up an excellent point, Lynn, about that in between space. And when I first started working for Bobble Bar, I had the opportunity to talk to Amy, one of the founders, and she said, with proper care, meaning like taking off something before you shower, not getting it wet all the time, with proper care, these are really meant to last and to not tarnish and to, really be something that you could even give to your daughter or, your granddaughter one day. And at that kind of a price point, it's just a no-brainer.
It's true, you just don't find that in between. It's such a great point of having pieces that are classic and heirloom and long lasting. So we're thrilled. We couldn't be more thrilled to have this part